上一集，香港公開大學教育及語文學院助理教授劉伊琪博士為我哋講解咗一啲喺工作場所之中常犯嘅英文語法錯誤，並且介紹咗英式同埋美式英語喺用詞同埋串法上面嘅分別。今集劉博士會繼續同我哋比較英式同埋美式英語喺發音上面嘅差異，仲會同我哋講解撰寫一篇得體嘅英文電子郵件要注意嘅事項。
In addition to lexical items, in addition to the spelling, there are also differences in pronunciation. Okay, so pronunciation. Please pay attention. There are some words that are spelled the same but pronounced quite differently. For example, A. So we tend to pronounce A as R in British English versus A. A is a big A. 要張大個嘴少少嘅，其實係同埋你一個 at， 其實咧呢個 at 咧係比較後少少嘅，即係佢你講一個，比如話 ask、fast、grass、last 嘅時候，其實呢個 at 音咧佢係比較靠近你嘅喉嚨少少嘅，係咪？比較靠近喉嚨少少同埋低少少嘅，咁就係同埋 left 啦、chance、dance 係咪？咁呢一個咧就係 A 嘅發音 ，A 嘅發音。第二個咧就係呢一個 ARY、ERY 同埋 ORY 啦。咁咧如果係美式嘅英文咧，其實係非常之佢好着重每一個字母都有佢自己嘅音嘅。如果係一個美國人咧，佢講新界嘅時候咧，佢可能會講 The New Territories，The New Territories， 佢真係會將呢個 O 啊好清晰咁發咗呢個 O。出嚟嘅 territories 係咪？咁但係如果係英式嘅英文咧，就可能會有少少輕嘅音啦，因為佢畢竟嚟講咧都唔係嗰個字嘅重音，就會講係 the new territories，OK，territories， 即係非常之輕咁賴過嘅。第二個例子咧，可能大家睇睇呢一個比如話秘書呢個字啦，秘書。咁如果係響英式英文咧，我哋真係可能話secretary 咁就算啦 ，secretary。即係好想將呢個 A 咧將佢隱形咗嘅，因為覺得其實都唔係一個 stress 啦，我估啦嚇。咁但係如果響美式英文裏邊咧，佢真係會講話 secretary 個 A 咧係會有發音嘅，所以都好均真嘅。其實美式英文向呢一方面。好啦，咁呢一個 O 咯喎 ，O 其實咧響英式英文裏邊呢個 O 咧係發呢一個 O 嘅音嘅。咁但係咧嗰個美式嘅英文咧，有時候就會變咗係 R 嘅音㗎啦 ，R 嘅音㗎啦。比如話 possible 呢個就係英式英文啦 ，British English。咁如果係美式英文咧，就係 possible 咁樣嘅。咁好啦，關於呢一個 R， 咁其實咧我哋只係講一般嘅情況嚇，一般嘅情況裏邊咧，呢一個美式嘅英文裏邊咧，呢一個 R 咧，哇就真係會發出嚟嘅喎。即係將條脷翹咗起身嘅，比如話 car、far 同埋mother。咁如果係英式嘅英文咧，佢就唔會將呢一個 R 發出嚟嘅，意思即係話佢唔會捲脷啊，佢唔會捲脷，可能係 car、far 咁就得㗎啦。咁但係你話喂 April 唔通真係咁絕對咩？其實咧就凡事冇絕對嘅。其實咧呢一個發音咧，到底係咪真係咁美式，或者係所有美國人都係咁講嘢，或者所有英國人都係咁講嘢咧，又唔一定嘅。因為而家咧，我哋係處於一個咧，真係一個流動性非常之大嘅一個時代啊！我哋而家咧都係講緊話其實移民啊，或者係甚至去移居啊，都係平民百姓、普羅大眾咧都可以做到嘅嘢，甚至去旅行一段時間。咁當你人口喺度移動嘅時候咧，大家喺接觸當中咧都會將各自嘅語言嘅習慣啊，都會帶俾對方嘅。咁你話唔係喎，咁會唔會有啲人真係非常之堅持啊？即係話我係一個美國人，所以我一定要咁樣講嘢㗎啦。咁唔排除會有特別固執嘅人嘅。但係咧，其實咧，我哋喺社會語言學，即係大家如果可能有興趣去讀我哋教育同埋語文學院啲課程咧，就會以後會讀到咧叫做社會語言學。即係其實咧係社會同埋語文嘅一個交叉嘅學科嚟嘅。咁其實咧社會語言學裏邊咧就會話咧，其實我哋講嘢啊，好多時候咧有一種叫做 audience design。咩叫做 audience design 啊？大家可能估到嘅就係即係話叫做 其實咧我哋中文咧就講得好難聽嘅，其實叫做對人就講人話，就對鬼講鬼話嘅意思，即係話我覺得你會中意聽啲咩話嘅時候，或者你嘅講話習慣點嘅時候咧，我就會不自然咁樣去向你靠攏嘅。當然啦，呢一種你靠唔靠攏對方嘅講嘢習慣咧，都好取決於你同佢之間嘅關係係點。但通常都會有呢一種現象嘅存在嘅，特別係如果你哋係兩個國家嘅人，係咪？咁如果我估到你可能都聽唔明我講乜嘢㗎啦，咁樣，咁可能呢個時候咧，我就會用一啲你明嘅方式去講嘅 audience design。所以有可能咧，一個英國人咧都會用呢一啲美式嘅口音去講嘢，或者一個美國人咧都會用一啲英式嘅口音去講嘢，都唔奇怪嘅。所以大家咧要注意呢一點啦。咁同埋咧，我想提一提啦，即係雖然咧我哋話呢一個凡事冇絕對啊，但係咧作為特別係作為同學、作為學生嚟講咧，我哋都要考試㗎嘛，係咪先？考試嘅時候咧，我哋通常都有非常之清晰嘅評分嘅準則嘅。咁所以如果你能夠總體嚟講係用英式嘅發音，或者總體嚟講係用美式嘅發音，比較 consistent 嘅時候咧，當然你嘅俾人印象就會比較好啦。所以我哋大家咧都非常之要緊記住一啲咧比較 consistent 嘅一啲差別嘅。咁比如話咧，呢一個 ANTI 係啦 ，ANTI。其實大家知唔知道呢一個係咩意思啊？其實佢係一個 preface 嚟嘅，英文叫做 preface 係前序，即係佢表示一種係咩意思啊？如果有呢個字頭嘅話，反反，比如話你係反污染 ，OK？ 反污染，你就話可能如果你係一個英式嘅發音，你會點講啊？反污染點講啊？污染係邊隻字啊？污染點講啊 ？pollution 好。咁如果你係用英式嘅發音，你會點講咧？係啦 ，anti-pollution。其實 ANTI 呢個字頭呢一個 preface 響英式英文裏邊咧，佢就係 anti。咁但係如果你係用美式嘅發音咧，係啦 anti 非常之好啦 ，anti-pollution 係啦 anti。所以咧係有唔同嘅。好啦，嚟到呢一個廣告，咁如果係英式嘅英文、英式嘅發音，佢會係點呢？係，我已經聽到咗呢個正確發音啦 ，advertisement。但係好得意嘅喎，如果佢係美式嘅發音嘅時候咧，就係 advertisement 係啦，佢嘅重音亦都變咗，佢嘅 stress 亦都變咗。You can see that actually if it is pronounced as the British English, it would be pronounced as advertisement. So the stress is on the second syllable, okay? Advertisement, okay? But then if it is American English, okay, then the stress is on the third syllable, okay? Advertisement, okay, so advertisement, so the stress is here. How about the office staff, okay, office staff. So how do we say these words in British English? Clerk, yes, very good, yes. But American English, in American, they tend to say clerk, okay, clerk, okay, clerk versus clerk. And how about this one? How do we say it in British English? Yes, I hear two. I hear two versions. One is either, the other is either. So which is which? Actually, either is British English and either is American version. It's the American version. And also this word when you fall sick, so medicine, in comparison to medicine, okay, medicine. So the British version would tend to omit the it sound in the middle, medicine, rather than medicine, okay? And also the growth. How do we say this word in British English? Progress, yes. How about American English then? Progress. This is, so the O in this noun is pronounced as O in British English, but O in American English. Progress and progress, okay? And how about this noun? This is garage, okay? Garage in British English, but garage, okay? Garage in American English. So the stress is different, okay? The stress is different. Okay, now comes to this, okay? So as a student, we should be very mindful of the schedule. So this is what kind of pronunciation? This is actually American. The British English version should be schedule. Schedule, okay? Schedule is schedule. Schedule. This is British English, but American one is just what we say, okay? Schedule, 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 okay? Schedule versus schedule. Okay, how about this? How about this kind of veggie? In British English, it is tomato, tomato, okay? Tomato versus tomato, okay? Tomato. So British English is tomato, okay? Tomato. But American English, tomato, tomato. How about this one? Okay, how about this one? British English, vase, okay? American English, vase, vase. Vase versus vase, okay? So these are just some of the differences between, British pronunciation and American English pronunciation, because we can't cover everything in such a short period of time. Just to give you some words that you would find recurrently used in your exam and also in your workplace communication. Workplace communication is not limited to spoken communication. Written communication, it's very important. Why? Because more often than not, you will be judged by your writing. When you say something, it will often disappear very soon, okay? People can easily forget what you have just said. But for the written communication, for what you have written, it can last for a long time, which is why we should pay close attention. And also, okay, with our email system, so don't be so naive to think that, once you delete an email, it will not exist in the whole world. No, no. The record can stay for a very long time. And actually, with the email system, the technicians can easily recover what has been deleted. So it will stay in a system for a very, very long time, I can guarantee. So it's very important to make sure that we write good emails. So what are the general principles? What are the general principles? What are some of the guidelines? How do we write short-wing emails to our friends, to our colleagues, and to our future supervisors? Firstly, be simple in language and concise in getting the message across. What does it mean? Because we are not Shakespeare. We don't need to write like a Shakespeare or some famous writer, because people are very busy nowadays. It's very difficult for somebody to read a one-page email just to tell that some work has been done, okay? We don't need a poem to tell others that something has been done or something has been completed. So please be simple, please, because it's time-saving. Secondly, get acquainted with the general format of all kinds of emails. So although we have different types of emails serving different social purposes, there is a quite similar and generic format for emails. So it's very important that we can somehow master the general format. And then we should be very careful with the taboos. Okay, taboos. What does it mean by taboos? 係啦，千祈唔好犯嘅啲錯誤，啲禁忌係啦。咁同埋咧，我哋都非常之去熟悉咧一啲已經有組合咗嘅一啲字，比較慣常一齊出現嘅啲 set phrases 同埋 chunks 嘅。咁我就想喺呢一度咧，同大家咧講解乜嘢先係一個 email 嘅通常會出現嘅嘢咧，即係佢啲 components 係啲咩嘢咧？通常嚟講咧，我哋話咧 email 咧係有一個 three-part structure 嘅。咁大家可以睇一睇呢個下邊呢個 email 嘅。Dear Mr. Chan, we received your application for the position of marketing manager on June the 10th. Unfortunately, your qualifications do not match our needs at this time. We will keep your resume on file for 6 months. If a position that is suitable for your qualifications becomes available in the future, we will contact you. We appreciate your interest in our company and wish you every success in your career. Best, May Wong. So can you identify the three-part structure? Three-part structure in this email? Okay, so perhaps you can underline the first two lines and then until time, okay, until time. Okay, this is the first part. You can think about what it is really about. The second part is here actually. We will keep your resume on file for 6 months until contact you. And then finally, this is the last part, the three part, okay, the three part. 首先咧，佢會係回應翻佢之前收到嘅信或者之前發生嘅事嘅，就比如話 We received your application， 係咪 ？We received your application。即係之前咧呢一位陳先生咧，就已經寫信過呢一個機構㗎啦。咁其實就回應翻佢之前嘅事情嘅。咁同埋咧就即時俾咗一個答覆嘅喎。然之後咧，綠色線間住嘅嗰一部分，你會發現咧，其實佢係講進一步講嘅一個決定啦，即係而家有啲咩決定或者未來會做啲咩事啦。咁最尾咧 ，We appreciate your interest in our company and wish you every success in your career。咁通常咧都係表達一啲謝意啦，或者啲禮貌嘅講法嘅。咁所以咧，通常嚟講咧，我哋話有以下6個比較常見嘅成分嘅。第一個咧就係你要講翻啊，其實你寫信俾邊個啦，係咪？你寫信俾邊個啦 ？The addressee 啦，係咪？咁第二個咧就係話多謝翻。咁所以咧喺寫 email 嘅時候，好重要一樣嘢咧，就係表現得出你非常之耐心啦，非常之婉轉啦，同埋非常之有禮嘅。所以咧，大家可以不妨參考下咧呢一個 email 裏邊咧所涉及到嘅一啲表達嘅方法。咁通常我都會同啲學生講㗎啦，其實咧嗰個 addressee 咧，其實咧唔同嘅社會嘅關係都會有唔同嘅表達方法嘅。咁如果你係清楚咁知道 ，when you know who the addressee is，you will usually say, oh, dear Mr. So and so, okay, dear Mr. So and so, dear Susan。Or dear Professor Ho, okay? So when you are in university, will you feel comfortable by calling the teacher's first name? For example, if you are my student, will you feel comfortable calling me April? Yes or no? Scratching the head, still thinking. Actually, it's okay, it's acceptable, okay? It's acceptable. When I was in my undergrad and in my postgrad, I often met a lot of professors, okay? So whenever I met them, I would want to show I'm very respectful to them, okay? I would tend to call them a doctor or professor. But then some of my classmates, born in the UK and also raised in the UK, once they talk to me like, oh, April, please stop calling that teacher, Professor Kerr or Dr. Kerr, because we would consider we are already adults, so we are on equal footing。即係大家都係成年人啦，大家係平等嘅一個關係嚟嘅，所以唔一定話即係我覺得喺英文嘅文化裏邊咧，你就唔一定話一定要叫佢老師啊或者教授啊。當然我哋中國人如果講中文嘅時候，咁當然係最好啦。咁但係如果你係用英文同人哋交流嘅時候咧，就唔一定即係喺大學嘅環境裏邊，即使大家係一個師生嘅關係咧，如果嗰個老師係比較親切啦，同埋你都覺得佢人比較隨和啦，你係不妨可以嗌佢嘅嗰個名嘅 first name 嘅。好啦，咁咧第二個咯喎 ，when you don't know who the addressee is， 好啦，如果你唔知道嗰個人係邊個咧，你就會話 Dear Sir or Madam。或者係 Dear All， 咁 Dear All 咧就大家要注意咯喎，係真係咧嗰個收信嘅人咧要超過2個先用 Dear All 嘅。如果唔係，你嘅收信人只有2個嘅時候咧，就 Dear Both 啦。然之後咧，如果你唔想講佢係邊個啦，或者你唔知道佢係邊個啦。係咪？或者你覺得呢一個人係有可能換嘅？咁其實有時候咧，你用嗰個職銜去稱呼佢咧，或者你同佢嘅社會關係去稱呼佢咧，其實更加之穩妥嘅。比如話 Dear Chairperson、Dear Card Holder，OK，or Dear Client、Dear Customer、Dear Applicant、Dear Employee、Dear Subscriber、Dear Neighbor、Dear Maintenance Manager，or Dear Executive Producer、Dear Program Director，etc. So this is when you are not very familiar with the receiver of the email, and also you would like to emphasize the nature of the communication. For example, if you address the receiver as dear program director, okay, in the context of a university, then most probably you are talking something about your study programs, okay? 好啦，我哋想講一講咧，最尾嘅時候，我哋講個 hope 同埋即係表達你嘅希望啊，表達個希望啊。咁大家咧要注意翻啊，嗰個 hope 咧就係講緊一啲你覺得係好有可能性發生嘅嘢。咁通常咧我哋會有幾個 pattern 嘅。咁呢個 pattern 咧就係 I hope to do something, I hope to do something, I hope to see you there, I hope to clarify the situation as soon as possible。同埋第二個咧就係 hope 再加一個 clause 嘅。I hope we can move this along quickly， 即係能夠快啲去結束呢一樣嘢啦，能夠快啲去推進完成呢一樣嘢啦。I hope you understand our position or stance on this， 希望你能夠明白我哋嘅立場啦。然之後 I hope you have a good trip， 希望你玩得開心啦。Wish 嘅話咧，其實我哋要注意翻，因為佢咧係一個講緊有時候係比較謙虛嘅講法，因為唔知道係咪會發生啊。即係你講緊一樣嘢，比如話係可能唔會發生，甚至好有機會係唔發生嘅時候，有時候唔一定係話唔好嘅，反而係表達咗你係比較謙遜嘅一種講法嚟嘅。比如話 I wish we had more time to discuss the problem。嗱，記得咯喎，如果你真係要用到 wish 嘅時候咧，你記得要用嗰個 subjunctive mood。咁第二樣咧，第二個 pattern 咧就係可以係 wish 加上 somebody 加一個 noun phrase。I wish you a happy birthday. I wish you every success in your career. I wish you the best of luck with the presentation。其實咧，你可能話，點解一定要咁長一個句子嘅 ？I wish you a happy birthday，happy birthday 咪得咯，甚至可能係 HBD 咪得咯，係咪啊 ？HBD Facebook 都成日咁寫㗎啦，使乜講 I wish you a happy birthday 啊？咁長氣，但係咧你又有所不知啦。我哋咧其實咧點樣寫嘢同埋點樣講嘢咧，就真係好取決於你想同對方係建立咩關係，或者而家到底係咩關係。咁如果你同一個長輩啊，同一個長輩，或者係一個好年長嘅教授，好年長嘅教授講嘢，咁你又想真係祝下佢生日快樂，咁唔通你真係想打3個字母 HBD 咩？係咪先？其實咧句子越完整越長咧，係表達出呢個成個寫嘢嘅 style 咧係越正式嘅。所以如果你係同一個長輩或者係一個好德高望重嘅老師，話祝佢生日快樂、壽比南山嘅時候咧，就要 I wish you a happy birthday 啦。我哋睇翻下呢個 if 啊嚇。即係有時候咧，你會講緊話如果你有啲乜嘢嘅問題，你再contact 我啦咁樣樣。If you encounter any difficulties, please feel free 或者係 don't hesitate to contact me at 一個 email 或者係 phone 嘅。或者咧，你可以甚至將個句子調轉咗佢，係變咗 Should you encounter any difficulties？ 咁喺英文裏邊咧，我哋叫呢一種咧叫做 inversion 啊，倒裝嘅結構，倒裝調轉過嚟。咁你會見到咧，呢一個 subject 咧就走咗去後邊嘅，冇錯嘅，就係講緊如果你有問題嘅話，如果你有困難嘅話，其實咧嗰個 if 咧係唔見咗喎。咁你唔見咗 if 嘅時候咧，就有少少嘅變化啦。所以咧就係 Should you encounter any difficulties？ 咁跟住咯，最尾咯喎，我哋都要表達下呢一個謝謝㗎。咁點講謝謝咧？係咪真係 THX 就搞掂咧？咁就唔係嘅，有好多種講法。如果你成日 THX 嘅話咧，實在係太隨和啦，有時候唔一定恰當㗎。所以咧，大家記得喎，有幾種表達方法嘅 ，many thanks、a thousand thanks、million thanks 都得嘅。先謝謝你，或者你可能覺得一定要講得長啲，或者係詳細啲。去講你借啲乜嘢嘅時候咧，你就話 Thank you for your help, thanks for your help, thank you very much for your kind assistance， 係咪 ？Thanks for purchasing our new product， 或者係 Thank you for attending the interview， 係啦。咁呢個時候咧，大家咧就可以點明話到底係感謝啲咩嘢嘅。咁咧大家可能會覺得話，呢個 thanks、thank you、many thanks 有冇啲唔同咧？ 其實咧係有少少唔同嘅。如果你係想好強調係感謝對方，點樣先至會覺得比較窩心或者係表達出你嘅感情呢？其實如果你用 you 嘅話咧，個效果咧就真係會好過嗰個淨係 thanks 嘅，因為 thanks for your help， 你會唔會覺得係因為冇咗個 you 喺度咧，爭緊少少溫度啊？所以咧，其實如果你真係好想感激人嘅時候，即係表達話真係好多謝你，你記得真係要講個 thank you 啦，即係個 you。咁然之後咧，仲有一樣就係話，有時候你除咗呢一個 thank you 之外咧，你仲可以表達話用 appreciate， 因為有時候咧 thanks 實在用得太多啦。咁我哋點樣講呢一個多謝咧？就係 we appreciate it， 或者係 I appreciate your support， 或者係 our company appreciates having you as our valuable customer， 或者係 we really appreciate the heads up you gave us the other day。好感謝你日前給予我哋嘅提醒。其實提醒咧就係 heads up， 可以用 heads up 嘅。We really appreciate the heads up you gave us the other day。所以除咗 thank you 之外，話唔定大家都可以諗下用呢個 appreciate 嘅喎。咁至於如果你話真係關於一啲道歉嘅 email 道歉信，咁我哋就可以用呢一個 apology 啦。冇錯，你見到呢一度淨係有一個 apology 啫，你完全係可以非常之自信咁樣用呢一個名詞開頭嘅，因為呢一個已經係習慣嘅講法嚟㗎啦。Our apologies for the error， 即係真係唔好意思啊，犯咗錯，或者係 My apologies for having made such a regrettable mistake， 或者係嗱呢一句咧，大家都真係比較常見到嘅，都可能中文嘅告示咧就係話，對於我哋對你可能造成嘅不便啦，謹此道歉嘅。其實呢一個咧係非常之常用嘅。咁喺英文裏邊點講咧？英文裏邊咧，我哋可以話 Please accept our apology for any inconvenience that may have been caused to you。好，呢個句子係比較長嘅，同埋大家都發現咧，見到Please accept our apology。咁你可能會話Apple 啊，其實點解一定要用 Please accept our apology？ 我冚住前面就係 apology 咪得咯，一樣意思㗎。字面意思可能係一樣。但係因為你加咗 Please accept our apology， 你嘅意思就會變咗更加之正式啦。我係講緊正式同埋非正式嘅問題，因為你見到咧呢個中文咧僅此道歉係咪？我哋中文都十分正式啦，相對應如果咧係用英文翻譯出嚟嘅時候咧，都要表達翻呢一種正式嘅語氣。頭先我都講過啦，一個句子越長越詳盡，越係完整咁樣寫出嚟嘅時候咧，佢嘅語氣就越正式嘅，所以應該用 Please accept our apology。好啦，咁第二種嘅講法咧就係話 apologize。We apologize for any inconvenience caused， 或者係 I apologize for the delay。我非常之抱歉啦。咁你可能會覺得，咦，點解一個 apology 一個 apologize 有冇唔同啊？其實咧佢哋之間嘅區別就唔大嘅。但係大家要記得喎，如果有一個名詞同埋一個動詞俾你揀，你又想去道歉喎，你會揀動詞定揀名詞呢？如果係寫個 email 嘅時候，你會用 apology 啊定係 apologize 啊？冇錯啦，我哋應該係用 apologize 㗎，因為咧其實咧響咁多個詞咁多種詞裏邊咧，其實動詞佢表達出嘅意思係最明顯同埋最明確嘅。即係如果你想強調發生咗咩事，強調一個動作嘅時候，雖然你可以用名詞去表達，但係動詞永遠係最好嘅，因為嗰個動作係最明顯同埋最清晰嘅。所以咧，有時候道歉咧都係用動詞好少少。We apologize for any inconvenience caused， 或者係 I apologize for the delay。咁最尾嘅時候啦，我哋都要有一啲比較禮貌嘅結束㗎。咁我哋就要有一個 closure。咁我哋有3種選擇嘅，一個係 formal 少少嘅 ，formal 少少嘅就係通常咧你都唔認識對方嘅 ，yours sincerely、yours truly 或者係 yours faithfully。咁我想問下啦，因為呢個咧就係經常會犯嘅。如果係 Dear Sir or Madam 嘅時候，咁係yours sincerely 啊，定係 yours faithfully 咧？係咪 sincerely 啊？其實唔係㗎。係應該係 yours faithfully 嘅，千祈唔好咧將個 Sir、Madam 同埋 sincerely 用埋一齊啊！點記住啊？好難記喎！你記住咧係 S and S never go together。 即係咧，當你用 Dear Sir or Madam 嘅時候咧，你就唔好用 Yours sincerely 啦，就要用 Yours faithfully 啦。記得啊，呢個係比較少少要記住嘅嘢嚟嘅。咁但係咧，大家可能勞神少少嘅時候咧，寫嘅 email 咧就更加之好啦。咁如果你係想比較 semi formal 又唔係太正式，即係唔會咁生硬啦，因為你同朋友之間講嘢都唔會咁生硬喎。Oh yours truly 咁樣噶嘛。畢竟而家都唔係維多利亞時代啦。咁所以咧，我哋咧最好咧就用比較常見嘅，又唔需要太過死板或者生硬嘅語氣啦，就 best wishes、best regards 或者係 regards 都得噶啦。咁如果你係一啲比較熟悉嘅朋友或者係熟悉嘅同事，係啦，我哋就可以用 best 啦、thanks 啦、take care 啦、bye for now 或者 cheers 嘅。嗱，記得咯喎 ，cheers 咧唔係同大家一齊去敬酒祝酒嗰個 cheers。一般嚟講咧，我相信英國嘅老師咧或者英國嘅 professor 咧係比較中意用 cheers 嘅。其實 cheers 嘅意思並唔係大家飲酒舉杯嘅 cheers， 而係拜拜咁嘅意思。有時候咧打電話收線嗰陣時咧都用 cheers 嘅。好啦，咁由於呢一個時間嘅關係咧，咁我就想總結一下啦。咁其實咧總結翻頭先我哋所講嘅喺呢一個 workplace English 裏邊咧，其實總嘅嚟講咧，我哋注意翻要有幾樣嘢係要記得嘅。第一， Do make friends with a mono or bilingual dictionary. That is, do not just use Google Translate because often than not, when I walk around my classroom, I find that they usually use the smartphone and then type in the words in Google Translate. Google Translate is a very useful tool. You can get the translation very quickly. It's very useful and handy. But often than not, you cannot get how to use the word. You just get the semantics. You just get the meaning, okay? Meaning in Chinese. But the Chinese translation of the English word would not tell you how to use it appropriately in daily communication. So it's very important to have a bilingual dictionary as well. And also use a bilingual dictionary. Secondly, do imitate how more fluent English users write emails. So learn from the more capable peers, okay? More fluent peers or English users. And thirdly, do memorize certain set phrases, right? Just like the S and S never go together. And do read or consult references on workplace English on a regular basis. Actually, there are a lot of books, okay, magazine articles on how to write and speak appropriately in the workplace context. So it's very important to keep us abreast of the language usage rules in the workplace setting. Lastly, okay, do participate in the forthcoming OUK workshops. Okay, so I look forward to seeing all of you again in our upcoming workshops. For those of you interested in education, languages, please note that we have a research institute in our School of Education and Languages. It's called Rebuild. So Research Institute for Bilingual Learning and Teaching. So actually we will offer seminars on English teaching, bilingual education, and also workshops for students on a regular basis. So I do look forward to meeting many of you in the future. Thank you.